What's good, everybody? This is your boy Ella. This is another Artist Sound show. We do these live every Thursday. I hope you guys had a great week so far because I've been having an okay week. Every day is always busy for me, and but I just take the time out and to show you guys some really cool things that I discover in one. But I guess today won't be more so discovering new things. It's just more so being creative in Studio One. So I'm just kind of going for the gusto right now. I just came up with something, and I'm like, man, okay, let's just go with this. And I have no idea where I'm going. I heard somebody say that the other day. It was like you can't really dictate where you're going when you create music. You can't say that it's gonna be hot. You can't say it's gonna be this, and that. I mean, you can't have a great idea as to the direction or whatever, but you never know where it's gonna take you. And that's the whole beauty of being creative. That's one of the reasons why I say music is art. You're the artist, paint your picture. You know what I mean? Meaning you are the artist. Not necessarily saying, a lot of people know being an artist is by being a singer or a rapper or somebody like that. I mean, like, if you just take a second and think, artist, I'm an artist. You're an artist. Everybody that allow themselves to be creative and go and be free and just do what they need to do. You know what I mean? Those are artists. That's what I mean by that when I say that. So I say music is art. You know what I mean? You're the artist, and then I say paint your picture, meaning whatever that picture is that you see in your head. So I have a picture that came up in my head and I'm trying to paint it, or I have an idea. I'm trying to paint the picture right now. So, um, once again, I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me every week. I'm trying to get my comments going on. I say that every show, and because that's very true. Because my comments are not made available until I go live. So, I hope you guys can hear me. I hope my stream is straight. You guys can see me clearly. There's no lag or choppiness, and it's like every week we always experience something crazy. I hope that my audio is coming through left and right. Okay, I see. Okay, all right. And I can't. I'm unable to test how it sounds to you guys until I finish streaming, whatever. But I just hope everything is straight with you guys. Let me know if you guys are experiencing any thing crazy. Anyway, so inside of Studio One, we're just gonna dive in. Um, I got a couple things I want to share with you guys, but I'm just gonna go ahead and just get things started right now. Right now I'm in Studio 1 3 as usual, and that just seems to be the norm, all right? So I took Synth Master and let's deactivate this arpeggiator. And I was just thinking, like, I took like this sound from also Synth Master, and I came up with this, and I just bounced it down here. That's what this right here. Go back. We can go back here. Let's mute that. I don't know what I was thinking, but I just came up with something right quick. And then I was thinking, man, what if I can just lay two chords right there? So I took another instance of Synth Master here, and I did this. So I went. So essentially, that's what I did. I went from F to A. So, and I just laid chords. So there's A, no F, sorry, F, A, and C, which is a major triad chord to A, if that makes sense. A major triad chord. No, A minor. Sorry. So F major to A minor. That's kind of where I went with that. All right, simple enough. And so, like, what I did was I took this arpeggiator, which is a built-in plugin. Studio One arpeggiator is in the note effects. So if you guys are following me, This note effects here is right here in this section. Like for me, I just hit the letter I, and it opens up this side window here, and I'm able to grab a hold of my note effects here, and I just went for arpeggiator, and that's what this is here. So activate that, and that's something I didn't know it does. Like when I press on it, it gives me the options right there, so I don't even necessarily have to have this open. That's pretty cool. Okay, and so I made it 3 octaves, made it 1/16 here, and I also gated it because it was doing this. That sounds cool, but I wanted to chop the song. That's pretty cool because like not only do I have the option to change parameters inside of the plugin that I'm using, or I could have I couldn't have done nothing down here because I wanted to sustain all the way out in order to activate the arpeggiator the whole way through. I can go ahead and adjust the gate, which is pretty cool. All right, so but I'm thinking right now I don't want to introduce that yet. I kind of want to wait later on and bring that in. So I'm in song mode or whatever, and I'm just thinking of some things as I go along. So I'm just creating this like fly on the fly, whatever. I have no idea. Let's see. Let's go for I don't know. Um, let's go for a reactor. I ain't played with a reactor in a long time. Well, yes, I did. I can't say that. I really can't say that. I have played with reactor. I don't know what I'm thinking. All right. You know what? I think my reactor. I don't know if it's working right now. I had issues with. It looks like. Oh, and it takes time because my hard drive over here is sleeping on the job. Mr. Ricks, I was thinking about going to school for music production and wanted to know, is it hard to learn? That's a good question. That's a good question. That's a good question. I would answer that question, but I would answer that question with the question. How about that? My question to you is, how much of music do you know? That's my question back at you. That's my answer to that question. Because if you don't know music and you know, just think it's pretty cool to get into and do some things, but you don't have any music background or you know, never played around on the piano or don't have programs like this to play around and do things, um, and it can kind of be a bit uh it could be a bit interesting. Like it could be challenging to learn because this music game is like a whole as you can see, to some people this is foreign. Like what is this arpeggiator, these different plugins and what they do, a synth, you know what I mean? And where to go get the beat from and Omnisphere and all these other plugins and effects and EQs and compression, reverb, like what all that stuff means, you know what I mean? It's like how much of this stuff do you know? So if you been doing it for a while, then if you go to school, it might be easy. Might be real easy for you. Well, I'm a rapper and I also play guitar. Well, you play the guitar. So it will be I can't really say that it'll be easy because that really depends on you and and your patience to learning new things. And you know, I don't know. It's like one of those things. Like it just really depends on you. Um, have you ever played inside of? Is this like your first time like joining me live, Studio One? Like, do you have Studio One? What other dog do you have? Hmm, that's interesting. Huh. Man, I don't know how. I love the glad. That's what I'm gonna do. Trying to figure out which one I want to go with. Two, three, four. All right, let's quantize it. So now I'm gonna come back and do because I couldn't do the mod wheel at the same time because I kind of wanted to do it a certain way. And I can like adjust it whenever I need to. Three, four. So what's cool about this is once I plug it in, I can come down here and what I need to down here. So this first node, I think I don't. Okay, 'cause I didn't want it to start back that far. Wait, that's on five. This extra thing. All right, so I guess I do want to start at five. Actually, let's bring that down. So for some of you guys, this will probably be like something new. You'll be learning something new, or whatever. But this is automation. So after I what I did was I programmed the note right quick. Some you can program it both at the same time with the mod wheel doing your thing over here, but I just rather to do it like separately, just so I can focus on the note, and then come back and get that mod wheel. And so now I'm gonna go in and do this. I'm gonna delete this here because I don't need that. I don't need that, and I just wanted to glide. So basically, what I'm doing is I'm creating a glide type deal here. So let's see. You hear that? Yeah. Actually, there is a glide within this thing. Like I could turn it up, so let me see. That helps. That's cool. Let's see. That was like too much. All right, so I'm gonna grab an EQ because I feel like it's too, like it's like right there, and so I mean it works, but I want to kind of filter it a little bit because you know I like to make room for vocals when I'm producing as well. I try to think about like how hard the beat is hitting or whatever, and I don't want it to be hard for the vocals to carry on. On top of that, and I kind of want that muddy sound anyway. I think it sounds dope just like that. Yeah, I dig that. Dig that. All right, let's read some of these questions as they coming in. What's good with you guys? Y'all are awesome. I appreciate you guys for coming out. Well, I tried to use FL. Okay, Mr. Rick says, well, I tried to use FL Studio, but it was kind of hard for me, like to use some of that, to use some of the stuff. Well, well, that's the thing. That's the thing right there. Every doll is a little different, but they all essentially do the same thing. You know what I mean? We'll take a second to talk to you guys. I want to show y'all my face as I talk. I'm not gonna take long. Come back to this, but um, okay. So like when I'm just helping out my buddy Mr. Rick. All right. So um, all of these dolls here, they essentially all work the same. They all create music, or you can create music in them. They just all have different way of doing things according to different dolls, right? We call them dolls. Um, Digital audio workstation. Just just in case you didn't know that, somebody needed to hear that. You know what I mean? Why do they call it dolls? DAW, Digital audio workstation. That's what it stands for. All right. So all of them do the same thing. Whether you are in FL Studio, whether you in Cubase, Ableton Live, Bitwig, Logic Pro, Pro Tools, One, Reason, Reactor. What is another one? I heard somebody mention Audacity. Um, it's so many of them now. It's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? I may have forgotten one, but they all do the same thing. Um, I'm thinking you watching this video because you want to know more about Studio One and how you do things. And then I think it's fairly easy. Some people think it's hard, but I like Studio One because you can start off as a beginner and not have to have the whole concept yet. You can grow with it and learn and get better in creating stuff in here. And also the dope thing about this is it has this thing called scratch pad. So like this is a huge deal when you are being creative because like say I started this idea, I can go ahead and click here and then there's this other section here within the same song and I can create and kind of arrange my song, build different things like this, using this scratch pad thing. It's like notes, says something like that. Now each track still reflects the same, the same thing. So like this track gonna be the same over here, but I can at least take this idea right here and move it over here. You know what I mean? And I can save that. Say for instance, I want to just grab this and move it over here right quick. Do so like that and leave that right there for the time being. And you know what I mean? That's my main idea. And if I need to come over here and change some things up, I can do so. You know what I mean? Like stuff like that is real cool. Now, Studio One can be a bit advanced, if you will, for for people like me. Like I like to be very, I don't know. I'm a producer. I'm a music producer. So I need something that's gonna take me to the next level when I need it and get in and kind of do things, automation and all this crazy stuff that I like to do. So I mean, but Studio One is that platform where you can go and do stuff like that. So what's up, homeboy? RM Productions, what's going on with you? What's up, homeboy? Thanks for all the tutorials. Can you tell me how to reduce CPU usage when making a beat, please? And thank you. Yeah, absolutely. The best way, I'll say the first few things that I like to mention most of the times when trying to conserve on you is first of all, you want to make sure that you have your libraries and things that you're working off on, whether it be your song, the actual sound pack libraries that you're working from, where you save your sessions to. I suggest that you have that stuff on a external hard drive. Don't put it on your computer. Second, you want to make sure that your CPU, your computer, has enough memory so that it can be productive and perform the highest as possible what the computer was made for. That's the second thing. And then also, what you want to do is um, mm, the hard drive that you need to work from should be 7,200 RPMs. That's the other thing. Make sure that you have enough space, enough speed that will in order to do what you do. And then the other thing is like when I'm showing you guys stuff here, I like to stay away from a bunch of plugins. You use a bunch of plugins in your session, that definitely will eat up your CPU. So you stay away from a bunch of CPU hogs, if you will, a bunch of plugins. You know what I mean? You want to stay away from that. So, like a lot of times in my sessions, what I do is I'll bounce and place my idea. So more than likely, this bass that I just created with the glad, and I'm calling it the bass now, bass glad, I will probably most likely end up bouncing that down in place to eliminate this plugin and then work from there. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna leave it up right now because I'm not sure if I want to go with that or if I want to change the sound or whatnot, blah blah blah, whatever. So that's just some of the things that I like to do. And also I show many mixing techniques like when you mixing your song, you you know when you mixing your song, a lot of times guys will put like EQs and compressors. I keep saying compressors on each channel when you don't need to do that. If you trying to execute reverb on something, you just build a bus channel for it, and then send all the channels you want to that one reverb channel. Get a dedicated, you know what I'm saying, a dedicated bus channel or auxiliary channel to handle all your reverb or whatever you're trying to do, depending on what you're trying to do. And that's how you save on CPU. Rod, what's up, Ella? Man, what's up? What's up with you, Rod? I see you trying to work with Razor out, trying to work that Razor out. Yeah, I'm always working in working with Razor. I think there may be a couple of things that they updated in here. I Razor 1.5. Yeah, they got some things I've never seen. But yeah, continuing reading your comment. Realtor is included. Realtor. I read that right. Realtor is included with Ultimate, right? Oh, yeah, I think you was still trying to say Razor. Razor is included with Ultimate, right? As usual, great work on the man. Thanks, I appreciate it. I think Razor is included in Ultimate. Yes. Um. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Or was you saying Reactor? Actor. I think you were saying Reactor. Um. Reactor, yeah. This I believe this is reactor 5. They got a reactor 6. Now reactor 6 is not included. Reactor 6 is something you have to update to. You gotta buy it or whatever. Like I don't know. I didn't really get it. Like, why make us buy it? You know what I mean? If we got ultimate. But anyway, I guess reactor is doing something separately. It's got like his own thing that it's doing that you would need to have a separate license for. I don't know. I'm not really sure, but eventually I'm going to get it. And that's why at the beginning of this video I'm like, I don't know if my reactor will work because some funny things been happening. Um, anyway, yeah, that's how that goes. Mr. Riggs. Also, when you went to Full Sail, did they teach you beat making, or did you learn that on your own? I was producing music a long time before I went to Full Sail. Does not teach you how to make a beat. They teach you music theory. Making a beat is a presumption that a lot of people get because it's music production. But when you talk about music production, if you look at a lot of my videos on my channel, I do a lot of beat making, but there's a lot of theory that goes behind it. So you have to understand music theory, and that's what they teach you. I mean, you got to know what a triad chord is. You got to know what a seventh chord is. You got to know your scales. You got to know your majors from your minors, and you know what I mean. You got to, like stuff like that. Like, and they kind of expand. It's not about beat making. It's about music production. Like, you got to be able to call out those terms when you working with musicians and other producers, studios, or whatever. They teach you how to be a music producer more so than a beat maker. Is definitely a difference between a beat maker and a music producer. I do know that, right? So I just wanted to put that out there. But going to Full Sail will definitely get you ready for the real world and what it's like or whatever. You know what I mean? I have a few courses on my website, kind of breaking down not what I just said, but like music production and what to look for, whatnot. All right, all right, all right. These questions are good. These are good questions. I don't think anyone hard to learn, but it will take practice and practice. It's a lot to learn, and you won't get it all at once. Take years. That's what the Reaper said. Yeah, absolutely. It takes time. You know what I mean? Like this is not something I decided to do last night. I've been doing this since birth. I started out as a drummer, so I was always in music from childhood. So, it was like something that grew with me, so, you know, and that's one of the reasons why I do these shows because a lot of you guys are beginning, and just getting into it. And I want to help you guys understand a few things and try to, help perfect your craft if I can. And that's why I make these courses available for you guys on my website. You know what I mean? Because I want to help people. And there's not a lot of people out here that's willing to. I'm not that person. Yeah, that's what's up. Um, Hi Flower. I don't think I've seen your name before. Welcome, welcome. I appreciate you coming out, bro. Literally exporting a tune out of Studio One right now. That's what's up. That's what's up. You working too, working it out. REM Productions. If you're trying to reduce CPU while producing, bounce that stuff down to audio. Absolutely. That's what I just said. Bounce it down. That's all I do. I bounce everything in place pretty much. Um, AC, what's up? What's up? How's it going, my brother? Nice to see you again. Absolutely. It's nice to see your name on my comment feed as well. Absolutely. By the way, it would be nice of you to keep coffee and other fluids away from your fluid. Just looking out. Oh yeah, it's all good. It's all good. I'm cool. I'm cool. But I get you. I appreciate the look out. I think I might do that. You must experience a accident one time. But absolutely, absolutely. I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. I'm gonna get it together. All right. Thanks, Ella and High Flower. Cool, cool, cool. That's what's up. Yeah, reactor. Yeah, he probably meant reactor. That's what I was saying. I was looking at it like, man, oh wow, man, never that was different, but I'm trying to read these questions. Mr. Rick says, "Oh wow, man, never that was a different between two, but thank you for the advice, bro. I appreciate it. Was that the difference? Well, I hope I explained. I hope I explained what you were looking for. Um, Rick said, "Ain't keep doing your thing." Absolutely, absolutely, Rod. Yeah, I meant reactor. Thanks. Yeah, absolutely. We gotta stick together. You know what I'm saying? I knew what you meant. You know what I mean? I kind of knew this. My little production zones like da-da-da-da-da-da. Yep, he mean reactor. Yep, you know what I mean. I got you, man. I got you. Had to take care of my people right quick. I didn't want, you know what I mean, want you out there like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I never came to a live chat, but recently started using Studio One about 3 months ago. I switched from Ableton Live 9, and your tutorials helped me out, helped me transition a ton. Absolutely. Wow, that's I like hearing stuff like that. Uh, who is this? Viral. Hope I said your name right. You bumping a sub in the room too. At the moment, no, I have my subs off. I'm just kind of working it out on these here. I usually when I'm producing, I usually don't use the subs that often. I only use my subs when I'm checking for my my low frequency. And the reason why I do that, I mean, he, from time to time I'll activate my subs and play them while I'm producing or whatever. But like what I try to do is I try to stay away from activating my subs because I want the full range. I want to be able to hear my kick hit and punch and knock as hard as it can in these little fives right here. You know what I mean? That's my goal because and then I'll check my mix on my laptop because my goal is to make sure that across any uh platform, if someone is playing it out on your laptop speakers or some other booty crappy speakers, Bluetooth crap, whatever the sound or like TV or something because a lot of the stuff I do for TV, you know, some people don't have a sound bar or a surround systems. Some people just using their speakers that built into their TV and that's all they're listening to. So, I wanted to make sure that I'm not like, you know, I got the low end tight, but you can't hear that much of a punch when you're listening to crappy speakers. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. So I that's what I try to do. Yeah, 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 yeah. All right. Y'all, man, y'all awesome with the questions. I love the questions. That's why I always like just I appreciate it. All right, so I took a lot of time answering the questions, which is cool. And let's work. Let's work a little bit more here. Okay, first things first. We're gonna save that. I like to save every chance I get, but the good thing about Studio One is it has an auto save feature. Cool. So if anything happens, like for some reason that it cuts out on you or whatever, it auto saves for you and to take you back to where you last where you last did something. I have mine to save every 5 minutes, I believe. So um yeah. So I'm thinking drums just right out the back and I'll show y'all what I mean about bouncing stuff in place because I don't like to have a bunch of plugins. But we're gonna grab. We're gonna go first for the club too. Uh, and I made a kit one time. I'm not seeing. I don't know why I'm not reset file. B. I have to look for that later. Funkzilla. You know what? Let's do this. I did this one time on a tutorial working with samples in Studio One, but A lot of times you can just grab stuff from the loop section in Studio One. Studio One comes with a bunch of loops. I don't know if you guys are aware, but like this is one of the easy ways of creating something pretty quick without having to decide what plugin get the job done. So I think I'm clap. Those are pretty cool X right there. Okay, where are we? Where are you guys? Might not be in Soda. Let's visit. Hopefully, to be hip hop. Hip hop section might be clap. Yeah. All right. So check this out. I import. I can import claps and import in impact as well too, but I'm just gonna go like sample base here. So if I can, all right, let me grab my headphones. I can hear what's going on. Now to address that question earlier, just like how to save on CPU. I'm gonna show you exactly what I mean. I'm getting ready to create like a reverb, an instance of a reverb here. Um, I really like the RC stuff. The RC48 is like one of my favorite reverbs I'll go to. So I'll go to that one here. No, I'm not gonna do it like that. I'm sorry. That's not the way to do it. What am I thinking? That will be putting the reverb on the channel. So now I showed y'all how to do it. That's not how I want to do it. So I'll go here to my reverb. Where's my snare? First of all, let's label this clap. Just so okay, here's my clap right here. And we're going to remove that. And we're going to put it in our sends. Now we created a send. So anytime I need reverb, if I'm looking for the same type of reverb, I'm gonna just send it here instead of putting reverb on every instance. Then I can control how wet I want this clap to be. So for instance, it's pretty wet right now, so I'll just kind of dial back a little bit, make it a little drier. And usually all I try doing here is just creating a depth or whatever. And I want my clap to hit a little harder. So I'll go to my transient. I love this transient. This transient master. I spelled it wrong. Transient. I can spell right. Transient. All right, transient master is by Native Instrument. Go to punch. Yeah. That's too loud. You know what I mean? Like, and that's kind of how I would do it. And I'm just gonna go and play around with some stuff here. See what else I can come up with. Um, so I'm thinking like I usually try to go and think about like how I want the song to sound. And so I'll go from the beginning. Yeah, and that arpeggiator is going like a little later on. I want to say that, but when a beat drop, uh, and I'm sitting here rocking. I'm just thinking uh, like what I want to implement because I a lot of times I do that. Like I'll just like think because one thing I don't want to do is overcrowd what I'm trying to do. Um, and, and I just kind of think. And some guys will write down their ideas and like try to map it out before they attack it. But me, I'm more of a artist. Like I was explaining to you guys earlier, I'm an artist. I don't write down. When you're an artist, you don't. I don't know. That might be a touchy situation, but like I don't write down. I just think about what I want it to sound like. At least like what's my idea? Like I'll think about the idea and I'll record it in my mic or something like that on my phone and come back to the idea later on and then I'll attack it. And I may not even go that way. But it's at least a start. You know, and like whatever sounds good, I just go for it. You know what I mean? I don't like write it down. I just go for it. I just mess around with different sounds and try to you know. I'm at some point I'm gonna mess with a sample, like a loop, a voice or something. Uh, type of something I don't know. But this is like the intro or the verse. To be the verse. Um, let's bring in contact and let's play around with something in there. Seeing that I have some new toys. Let's see what contact will bring to the table. While that's loading, let me look at some of these comments. That melody needs more variation though. Got it. Thanks, bro. I'm gonna check out. I'm gonna check it out. No problem, man. I think he's just getting started. I appreciate that, Rod. Yeah, I chop samples in Studio One. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. Appreciate the compliment on the bass. Yeah, yeah. All right. So, uh, do I want to mess around with Rise and Hit? Uh, I don't know. I'm just like, I don't know. I guess I should just go for it. But I'm thinking. I'm thinking. What am I thinking? I don't know what I'm thinking. I was thinking some type of Why can't I find it? Damage. Let's see what genetic metals. That play with that. I don't know. That actually sound pretty cool. Oh wow, that's the attack right there. I'm guessing. It almost sound like an 808, to be honest with you. But it's got this extra. Okay, I dig that. That's dope. Woo. 2, 3, 4. Y'all gotta excuse me. I really never get that excited when I'm doing this stuff when I'm live. But this is pretty dope. I would have never thought to use the kinetic metal for something like this. But that's what I'm saying. When you being creative and art kicks in, you just never know. All right, so let's give it a name. Uh, bang drums. Is that what we're gonna call it? I don't know. It's got like this. I don't know. Let's just give it a name. Got like this mallet sound. Mallet, like it sound like you like a xylophone or something with a bunch of reverb on it. Mallet drum, whatever, right? And then we're gonna bounce it in place. Hmm. Bold symbols. Wow. So it's like they put a bow on the symbol. That's cool. I like this. This is awesome. I'm like a kid in the candy store, right? Oh, kind of didn't want to do that. Uh, hmm. I don't know. Just playing with something here. Ooh. This would probably be dope if I put the arpeggio on it. Wow. Yeah. I'm just kind of playing around. I'm just gonna be in this all day. I'm curious to see what. Yeah, that's it. Something different. You know what I mean? Just something different. Just and I dig that. Two, three, four. So my first note didn't catch. What is going on? Two, three, four. Again. What is okay? Maybe I should come back some. Sometimes you gotta do weird stuff like that every once in a while. You know, you just gotta work with it. I was having this problem in Logic too. So it's not like not a real big deal. So cool, cool, cool. I dig that. So let's see. Now, a lot of times, if I want to like use this as like the last note, or like if I do like a breakdown or something where I'm kind of like cutting out all the instruments or something like that, like I try to be careful of only bouncing out this selection here. So I'll like print the tail end here just in case I need it later on because of the reverb and the little cool things that it's doing afterwards. So in this case, I'm going to bounce down, and as you can see right here where there's like a little tail end afterwards. But in the case of what I'm doing now, I'll just take this and bring it back to line up with everything else. So when I start duplicating and like looping and like continuing with the song, I can do so right now. And this is not hurting the production. It's just for like to prevent overlapping or whatever. And it's cool because it's like this is all that it would do. First, it got to play right. You know what I mean? So it's looping. So if I was to take this and just duplicate it, I'm cool. But the cool thing about it is this is non-destructive, so it's not like I totally deleted that tail end. So if I need it later on, all I gotta do is come at the end of it and just introduce that tail end back in, right there. So that's kind of what I do. So it's like it just really depends on like what you're doing. That's cool. I dig that. Let's save that. All right. Let's see. Catch up on some of these. Catch up on some of these questions, and y'all been saying a lot here. Okay. I see some newbies. That's what I do. If you're new, that's cool. Man, y'all saying a lot. That's what's up. Y'all talking to each other. But I don't want to miss something that was addressed to me. That's the thing. If not, use stock Windows sound driver. Okay, y'all talking to each other. Cool. That's what's up. Ella got dope drum patterns for days. I try. I try to do something over here. Uh, yeah. Okay. I see y'all feeling where I'm going with this. I've already beatboxed two different beats on his check out his side chain video. Yo, it's real nice. Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah. I got a video on side chaining as well. For those of you that I have a bunch of stuff. Period. I appreciate y'all for bringing that out. Like man, I don't know. So, man, like what if I wait, bring this one back? And again, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with that. I guess I can erase that there. I'm gonna need some stupid, sick, hard drums right there. Like I don't even know where to start. Oh man, I have like, do I want to go to machine for this one? Because machine always gonna take care of the job. And it probably would be for me to do it like that as well. Let me let me think. Because I'm digging with stuff inside of this kinetic metal, man. This is ooh, this right here. Wow, this is another section. Oh, yeah. This thing is sick. Like, how much stuff does it has in here? Crazy. It's crazy. I just purchased Ultimate 10, guys. So like, you gotta forgive me. I guess it's still loading, tripping. It sounded cool though. Hmm. I don't know how that would sound. See, doing something really weird. Like, I have no idea. Yeah, maybe my connections. Hmm. All right. I'm not sure what's going on. Probably because I got a lot of stuff going on. This could be quick. Got a lot of stuff crazy. Stuff out some just work, you know. Probably not gonna help. But I like this piano though. I like piano. Yeah, so it's probably because I'm streaming right now that I'm experiencing, and so that's probably my cue. That's probably telling me that I need to quit and get a little serious into this because this is like about to go crazy right now because I'm really digging this and yeah. So okay. I seen this about Spidiv here. I just sent the Spidiv out to the Spidiv in from my interface to record audio. Like you could always use some kind of cord to send back your face though. If not, use stock Windows sound driver and do stereo mix. Okay. Oh, that was okay. Alfonso. I don't know if I remember seeing your name before, but thanks for joining. Thanks for joining. Yeah, Machine has fat punch on drum kicks. Yeah, absolutely. Machine is always my go-to, but you know, I like to switch it up here and there. You know, I love Machine. Absolutely, me too. The Reaper says you down to review that complete ultimate. I guess I could. That would take a while. Yeah, it would. That's like its own, like one string by itself, just going through stuff. I could probably do that next week. But I'm kind of, I don't know, like I think we're real close to complete 11. So I feel like I'm just behind, you know. So okay. On that note, I think I'm gonna just, I don't know what just happened. Oh, whatever happened, y'all can still hear, but I can't. Reason my I got a solo on somewhere. Crazy. Anyway, stuff like this always happen to me because I don't know. I guess I'm just awesome guy. I don't know. Anyway, I once again I want to appreciate you guys for watching. For those of you guys that stayed this long, I want to say a special thanks to you, and I have a special treat for you guys as well. April 29th, I will be interviewed by MB Mag, or I messed that up too. M Mag. It's called Moves Business. It's a compute. Man, I'm screwed up in my head right now. I think that glitch that happened in my computer just like, like. All right, so it's this Russian music business company that been following me apparently. A couple of guys that seen my work and thought it would be pretty cool that I come on and be interviewed. And this is supposed to be like a major music business network in Russia. And I am very honored because they only interview like top guys, like celebrities and stuff like that. And I was just really trying to wonder, wondering like, why did y'all pick me? Like, I'm not a celebrity. I'm just me trying to do me. And that's like, man, we just love what you're doing. And we want to interview you. You know, we want you to come on and talk Studio One with us or whatever. And so we're gonna do the interview live at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, April 29th. I'll give y'all the exact details and link to that as I get that information. So in order to make sure that you guys don't miss out on that, you guys are going to probably want to make sure that you're subscribed to my website, ksound.com, KSOUNDD, and subscribe to the email list there because I will blasting the the information as I get them, and in order for you guys to know exactly where to go, it would be in one of those videos. So, um, yeah, I mean that's pretty much the gist of that. I'm very excited about it. If you guys are following me on any other social media, you probably found out that way. But my email list is my priority, so you guys will probably know before anybody. You know what I mean? So like, make sure you subscribe to my email list. Um, do machine work well with Studio One? Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. That's what Sir Charles here asked. Yeah. You're probably new here. I have a bunch of videos where I'm working with machine inside of Studio One. So I just did not work with Studio One. I mean, machine in this. I'm probably going to bring in the machine here on this song here, just depending, But I was just trying to do something different. So you came to the one show that I'm not using machine, but yeah, machine works fine. And I get a lot of those questions like, "Hey, bro, I see you using machine and in Studio One, but I can't see it." So I guess I should let y'all know that recently I discovered that you need the pro version, unfortunately. So you have to have the Studio One 3 professional version in order to sync your machine with your Studio One. I thought that you could do that in the free artist version, but apparently you're gonna need the pro version to do that. So I apologize to some of you guys that don't have that option. You have machine, and then you have the free version, the prime version of Studio One, and you looking at me like, man. So that's just one of those things. I guess that's how Hey, you can't get everything for free. Some things you got to pay a little money for, and it's worth it. I think it's worth it. Someone asked me, "Do you really think it's worth?" You know, and like I was just really puzzling my brain because you're talking to somebody who uses Studio One professional religiously now, and that's like my main go to. So I'm gonna tell you, yeah, it's worth it. But yeah, honestly, I mean, I wouldn't be working in Studio One 3 if I didn't feel like it was good enough. Because I was working in Logic Pro for a long time. And to get me to switch, that's like major. Like I don't switch because something's new. I was gonna try out Bitwig, never got around to it. I purchased Reason, so I have Reason, but Reason is not my go to. You know what I mean? The Reason is just something. It's like my hobby. It's what I do on my off time and kind of try to make something cool out of there. But Studio One is like bread and butter for me. So anyway, once again, thank you guys for watching. I hope I was very helpful. We're gonna do this again next Thursday, and then that next Friday will be the actual show, and I'll probably will come on and with more details doing the live show, this ASU show again. So, um, I'm your boy Ella, and remember, music is art. You're the artist. Paint your picture. I guess I can play this out, but I can't hear it. I don't. Oh, what's going on? Yeah, yeah. I have no idea what's going on. This is crazy. Gotta figure this out. Probably need to close out of Studio One. Ah. This is crazy.